It's my words of encouragement. Some of you are going to watch and some of you are not. I want to tell you, whoever you are out there that's working a job that you're not happy with, paying bills that are taking all your money, in a relationship where you don't feel fulfilled or appreciated, in a body that you feel trapped in, mentally, physically, emotionally depressed, distressed, whatever you're feeling, you're dope. Get back to the dopeness in you. And a lot of times, a lot of people have never even tapped into their dopeness. Find it. It exists in everyone. You just have to want it. You have to want it to be shown. You have to want it to be on display. So often we deal with fucked up situations and we dwell in it and we wallow in it and we seethe off of it because it feels good. You don't think it feels good, but you're so used to that structured way of chaos. You're used to the comfort you feel within that chaos. You just roll with it. And people know, oh, she's just going through it. He's just going through it. They're just like that. They're in a mood again. It's so comfortable just to be in such a low point. And it's kind of celebrated because people always want to be a savior for somebody. So when you're going through something, people want to be able to say some, not all. Want to be able to say, oh man, you're going through such and such, well, let me help fix you, or let me give you these inspirational quotes, or let me do these things for you, because people, it feeds their ego to know that someone feels down on themselves, so I have to try to pick them up. But the crazy shit in life is you're not celebrated if you have high confidence in yourself. You're not celebrated if your esteem is high. You're not celebrated if you know you pop, and you're not celebrated, if you are happy all the time. That's weird. I've been told on so many occasions, and I could be mean. I could be very mean. But that's not me. It's not me. Like, you have to pull it out of me. You have to say something to me. You have to get me into a space. Like, my back is against the wall. If you put my back against the wall, you're going to see just how nasty and how malicious I can be. But that's not me. The me that everybody knows, the Reed that everybody knows, is the happy-go-lucky, always bouncing off of things. Hey, sunshine. Hey, love bug. Hey, love muffin. That's me. And I've had people say, I can't stand that bitch. I hate her. And it's like, well, why? Why do you hate this person? I've even had a person talk to me about me not knowing I was me. Telling me how, yeah, it's this girl, and yeah, I heard that she's always running around here, and she always smiling about something, and I heard she's XYZ, and yeah, I hate that. I hate people like that. So you hate people like what? Just happy. You know they're not really happy like that. People, it's become normalized to just be fucked up. It's become normalized to be sad, or to just have so much going on, or to only focus on the things that are wrong in your life. So a person like me, I learned early on how to move life through situations, through circumstances. I'm going to try not to make this a really long video. I see we're at 4 minutes. I'm going to try to make this under 10 minutes. But I want you to tap into your dopeness. I learned early in life how to maneuver through a lot of bullshit. I'm from the Bronx, New York. Decent city nowadays. Was a little rough when I was growing up. And I want to say to a certain degree, I wasn't able to be a kid completely because of my environment, because of the things you had to know how to do. My mom had me and my sister getting on a city transportation, going back and forth across town to school, and I was 6 and my sister was probably 9. So this is even weird or awkward to parents. They're like, oh my God, I could never put my kids on the bus. We did it. So we knew who you could talk to, who you couldn't talk to, what you had to do, how you had to hold your sister's hand, the questions you couldn't answer, and how fucked up people really were. Like, I think back to situations where I'm like, Mom, we may not have made it home that day. You would have never known it, because either way, depending on where you grew up, depending on how you grew up, you're going to be positioned in life. I won't say to do better than other people, but to handle situations better than a lot of other people. So when fucked up stuff happens and I don't let it get me down, I don't dwell in it, that bothers people. Like, people can know such and such, her grandmother just died, and they expect me to just be out in the dumps for months, and I'm like, all right, how do we move forward? Or I could have a bad breakup, I could have a vehicle repoed, I could have a house foreclosed on, God forbid, whatever. But I could have all these situations happen, and it's like, okay, what next? How are we going to get past it? Because I could sit here and dwell in the moment, or dwell in the moment for months and years and days and so on and so forth, that's only stunting my growth. That's only pushing me further back from getting back to where I was and then exceeding what I had last time. In my life, I've noticed that I've had a lot of beautiful things. I've been fortunate to be fearless in so much of my life, and moving out of my mom's house at 18 days before my high school graduation without a job. And I was like, I got an apartment. And she was like, what? I said, don't worry, I'll get a job. And I'm a firm believer in speaking things into existence. By the time I graduated, that week I had a job. I moved into my apartment, got bored at 18, said, okay, you know what? A lot of things happen. I'll get into details about that probably in another video months from now. And I said, okay, I just want to leave New York. Packed my shit up and picked a spot in Georgia, which was Macon, Georgia, out of everywhere, from a big city to Macon, and left and went down there and lived life and fell in love with Georgia and got knocked on my ass. You know, did really, really well for myself out there, and then fell in love and followed love, and love knocked me on my ass, and I lost everything I had. And that was I would say, my real dose of reality. Like, okay, so this hurts, this doesn't feel good, I don't feel good about me anymore. And that's how I learned how to value my worth, and what was I worth, and what determined my worth. I figured, okay, well, I'm 19, I got a brand new car, I have a 2-bedroom apartment, I had all these material things, I'm popping. And when that shit got snatched from me one by one, it was like, okay, well, I know I'm still cool. You know, I know I'm still a great person. I know I have all this stuff to offer, but I felt so empty because I didn't have those tangible things anymore. So I implore you to figure out who you are, to strip yourself down mentally, emotionally, physically, literally, figuratively, however you decide to do it, and really determine what makes you you. Because understand, everything tangible you have, this shit can be gone tomorrow. How are you going to stand on your feet? How are you going to look at you in the mirror? What are you going to say to yourself when you don't have the accolades and all these different things to say, well, I'm good because I have, or I'm good because I can. Just be dope. Be dope on purpose. Be dope regardless of who fucking hates you for it. Be happy because you can be. Don't dwell in the moments of fucking mediocrity. Just low moments. We all are going to have low moments. And that's just, my dog is scratching at the door. We all have low moments. We all have those moments where we feel like, okay, well, damn, this shit ain't gonna get better. Or, you know, I was here and now I'm here. If you feel like you're here and you were here and you live in that moment, you're never gonna get to here. So erase anything negative in your life, whether it's your own thoughts, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whatever it is, fucking animals, whatever. Get rid of it. Get to your dopeness. Dig for your dopeness, because it's there. Everybody is fucking dope. Not everybody shows it. Not everybody knows how to tap into it. So all I have to say to you guys, see you next time.